Hello, hello. I'm doing this vlog before work. That's a first. And I'm also enjoying a late lunch. I'm almost done with it though. But forgive me if I'm stuffing my face and talking at the same time. No, I'm not supposed to speak with my mouth full, but I'm hungry. I started teaching Taekwondo in 2001. Oh wait, let me back up the story a little bit more. In high school, I was in a auto shop class, and my teacher in there would lecture often about, as a mechanic, auto mechanic, if you do it right, you do it once. You do it right, you do it once. Meaning, he would talk about some auto mechanics in service, in like dealerships, and those who have their own shop. He would talk about them and how they would take shortcuts in their jobs. So the quality of the job was down. They would do the work and it would work, okay? It would be fixed. But later down the line, the customer would come back because that shortcut they took malfunctioned. And so, my art shop teacher instilled that in all of the students, all of us. You do it right, you do it once. So I took that statement and I made it a part of my own because I never wanted to have to do things more than once. It's something I don't enjoy doing. What that did to me, and I never understood it until I got much older as an adult, it turned me into a seeker of perfection. It turned me into a seeker of perfection. And so I would be obsessed. I would be obsessed with doing it right the first time, that I never allowed myself to move forward when it was time to move forward because I was seeking perfection. So later on in life, let's fast forward from 2001 to because I'm talking about the way I teach. So 2001, early white belts, some of my first white belts. I wouldn't move on with the lesson plan because they weren't doing the first few steps correctly, and so that ate up a lot of time. And by the time it came for their test at the end of the season, they didn't learn everything I wanted them to learn, but whatever they did learn, they did it well. And so that's how I justified modifying the test. I know it's terrible. It's terrible. But that's early 2000s. That was the early 2000s. That's when I was on my own, and I didn't have any seminar training on how to teach. I just tried to mimic my instructors as best I could. What else? So let's fast forward, because I could talk 2 hours about this subject. So I'll make it short. Let's fast forward a little bit, and I heard a new statement when I was much older. If you want to put a year into it, let's say 5 years ago. No. 2 years ago. 2 years ago. It was fairly recent. Don't be afraid to fail. Because you learn from failure. Well, if you fail, learn from it. Because for every failure you have, you're one step closer to success. Again, sorry my eating. For every failure, you'll be one step closer to success. And now that boggled my mind. Here I was, so hell-bent on doing it right the first time. But I had the undesired result of not progressing with the lesson plan fast enough. Did I have to modify my teaching plans? Yes. Did I have to lower the quality? Not so much. I had to turn to other avenues or learn some tricks and tips on how to make students, especially children, how to make students grasp things right away. I learned how to use association to make them get the idea right away, how to use association. And now, I'm still a firm believer of do it right, do it once. But this other idea of don't be afraid of failure, fail as many times as you can, or fail as many times, because each failure will lead you to success. They're not butting heads so much, but they are contradicting, depending on the situation. Not just in teaching, in other parts of my life as well. It's a weird feeling. But I like the way it's going. Going back to teaching, I'm able to move forward with my lesson plan. Moving it forward. And not being so tight and firm about doing it right. Eventually, I'll fix them down the road. And I don't want that to sound like a lazy statement, but it's true. As long as I can keep track of everything, then it should work out in the end. I won't wait too long to fix it, because if I do that, then my kids are gonna be high ranks that doesn't know how to do a lower belt technique. Well, I'm going to finish up my lunch, and I have to get to work. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.